What's up, everybody? John Charmijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys, vinyl this time, and I got a nice mixture of some older stuff, some newer stuff, and a bit of a big deal repress. But first, what we're listening to in the background: Trench Warfare, Hatred Prayer. Always got to give a shout out to these guys whenever I get a chance. Really, really killer black death metal out of Austin. And of course, transcending obscurity, doing wonders with this very, very shiny inverted cross digipack. Yeah, I love this damn thing. This gets regular rotation in the household. But yeah, if you haven't heard Trench Warfare, really, really crazy black death metal out of Austin, Texas, so go support them. Alright. Before I get into the collection, I got a shout out to give. Now, my very good friend Francisco of Cemeterian and Thy Feeble Savior recently started a YouTube channel of his own. And he recently created a YouTube channel specifically for talking about not only stuff that he is interested in and stuff regarding his bands, but he also does some interviews. I mean, if you're into the interview stuff that Ken's Death Metal Crypt does, this is a very similar channel, and he's been doing some really, really fun and entertaining interviews with some really, really high-quality guests from people all over the spectrum of death metal and so much more. I know he did some interviews with David from Imprecation, Tom from Cardiac Arrest. I know he's going to be interviewing Steve-O, or Steve, I don't know, Steve or Steve-O, the guy from Impetigo. You know who I'm talking about. He's going to interview him, and I know he's got an interview in the line with Alex Books from Immolation in the works. So I'm going to leave you a link to his channel in the description box to definitely subscribe to his channel, go watch his interviews, and just see how cool and badass Francisco is. Positive Polito all the time. Alright, let's get into the records. And this first record I'm going to show you is from last year, and this is probably one of the most cool black metal projects to come out of Texas. This is Sardonic Witchery with Moonlight Sacrifice Ritual. Yeah. This is a 2020 release through Niflhell Records, and this is the third full-length from Sardonic Witchery. Now, if you're not familiar with Sardonic Witchery, it's primarily a one-person project. My good buddy, King Demo Gorgon, he does all the music, writes all the lyrics, and of course he has a very, very badass live show. He's definitely awesome when it comes to Sardonic Witchery playing live shows. He definitely has the stage presence, but he's put out some very, very killer black metal releases, and this new full-length is no different. Definitely a lot of Portuguese influence, classic Texas black metal influence. O Círculo das Brujas Perversas, Die for Satan is a really great track. Lycanthropia, Eterna Penumbra, just some really, really killer black metal going on here. I love that a lot of the lyrics are in the native language, which is another really nice touch. But I definitely think this is another really top quality record from Sardonic Witchery, and if you're a fan of what he's put out, I would highly recommend you check this one out. So, anyway, here's the front cover. Love the artwork. Nice black and white stuff going on here. Back cover with track listing information. This is limited to 200 copies. Comes with a lyric sheet. Yeah, there you see King Demo Gorgon himself. Credits and information. Lyrics for all the songs. And I believe that all the copies come on a standard black vinyl. Very, very high quality stuff here. Plays very, very good. But yeah, if you're into Texas black metal, I would highly recommend you check out Sardonic Witchery. He's got a great body of work, and this is just another addition to that great body of work. So yeah, Sardonic Witchery with Moonlight Sacrifice Ritual. Up next, we move to the U.S. for some death metal from a project that I've been keeping my eye on for quite some time, and this is a record that I've been waiting a very long time for. Of course, it got delayed because of the COVID stuff, but I'm very happy to have this in my hands finally. This is Some Dead Bodies with Infernal Death. Yeah. This is a 2020 release through Gems label, and if you're not familiar with Some Dead Bodies, this is one of the many projects from the guy behind Vide. Now, of course, I've talked about Vide on this channel before. He runs a very awesome one-man black metal project, very mysterious. Don't really know who the guy is or what he's about, but Vide is not the only thing that he does. He has a whole handful of really intriguing projects. I know he has a post-punk project, and this project in particular is his death metal project. And when I found out that he had a death metal project, I was really thrilled and excited to see him put out this really cool release. And the 4 tracks that are on here shows you he knows a thing or two about death metal stuff. When it comes to vocal deliveries, when it comes to riffs, when it comes to creativity, Tomb of Shattered Bones, Escaping the Confines of the Crypt, Skinwalker, Rip Them All to Shreds. Just some really killer death metal songs. Of course, I believe he does everything on this release, and it sounds really awesome. If you're into traditional straight-up death metal, I would highly recommend giving Some Dead Bodies a shot. This is a really great project, and I'm looking forward to hearing more great things from him. So, anyway, here's the front cover. Of course, you recognize this is from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Very iconic imagery being used here. There you see the Some Dead Bodies logo, Infernal Death, on the top right of the jacket. Back cover, more classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre imagery. Comes with a sheet of crazy black and white scaly boys on the artwork. Track listing, credits, and information. I believe this vinyl was limited to 100 copies, and I believe they all came on this nice yellow vinyl. Yeah, 2 tracks a piece on each side. Very well made. Very well done. So yeah. If you're into Vide or any of the projects that he's involved in, I would highly recommend you give this Some Dead Bodies project a shot. It's very entertaining stuff if you like classic old school style death metal. So yeah. Some Dead Bodies, Infernal Death. Go check this one out. Alright. We're heading on into Holy Grail territory for this next one. And when I found out that this album was getting a reissue, I lost it. I was at the edge of my seat with anticipation and excitement for when this was finally going to go on sale. And when it was on sale, I immediately got a copy. And I feel good knowing that there's going to be future represses of this, because this is an album that needs to be in print. And for anybody who tries to pay crazy, ridiculous eBay or Discogs prices on it, nobody should have to fork out overly expensive amounts of money for this masterpiece. Yeah, this is Insect Warfare with World Extermination. Yeah, bask in its glory. Yeah, this was originally released on 625 Thrashcore in 2007, and this is the 2021 vinyl repress through Iron Lung Records. Of course, if you're not familiar with Insect Warfare, I mean, I'm pretty sure every extreme metal fan has to know who Insect Warfare is. Probably one of the greatest Texas grindcore bands of all time. Absolutely legendary body of work. Their music and content speaks for itself. But this is the debut full-length album. 22 minutes of the most blistering, intense, violent, chaotic grindcore you will ever hear in your life. I mean, Rahi, Bo, Dauber, the Deadly Trio absolutely deliver the goods here on this album. I mean, I've never heard blast beats and snare hits so fast in my life. Rahi's crazy vocals, Bo's incredible guitar playing skills. This is just a fantastic album all the way through. I mean, the first half of Side A, with tracks like Self-Termination, Enslaved by Machinery, Manipulator, Street Sweeper, and then on Side B you have songs like Mind Ripper, Mass Communication, Mindfuck, Necessary Death, Internet Era Alienation. Just unbelievably insane album. This is their only full-length album, and I think that they have crafted an absolute legacy with this full-length album. I mean, of course, a lot of people know Earache put it out on CD and vinyl and what have you, but I never thought I would see this album get reissued or be available, readily available again. But I'm absolutely shocked that this exists, and I'm very, very pleased and happy to own it. I mean, I've had the CD forever, but it feels good to have the vinyl version. But anyway, here's the front cover. Absolutely iconic album cover art from Daniel Shaw, Sawblade. Beautiful, beautiful artwork of the skeleton dude and all the roaches crawling. Absolutely crazy, legendary artwork. Back cover here with track listing and information. This is, I believe they're trying to make this somewhat of a replication of how it looked back when it came out originally. Comes with a lyric sheet. Thanks list and credits, some more crazy stuff on the back. Comes with this super-sized poster of the Insect Warfare album cover for World Extermination in all its glory. Big, big, huge poster. I know there was a test press version, but I believe all the copies came on a standard black vinyl. 45 RPM on both sides. This is such a well-made reproduction of a World Extermination. But yeah, if you're a grindcore fan, this is absolutely essential listening. This is a masterpiece in more ways than one. I would highly recommend giving this album a listen if you haven't heard it. Like I said, 22 minutes of the best grindcore you'll ever hear in your life. Insect Warfare, World Extermination. Go check this one out. Got some 2021 releases next, and it's interesting that I did a review for Jarhead Fertilizer, which featured one half of Full of Hell. We're going to talk about the other half of Full of Hell's work. This is Sore Dream with Gears Clogged with Blood and Honey. Yeah. Sore Dream. Yeah, this is a 2021 release through Closed Casket Activities. If you're not familiar with Sore Dreams, it is the project of both Dylan Walker and Spencer Hazard of Full of Hell. This is completely an out-of-left-field sort of project. They put out a demo release during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it sounded completely crazy and chaotic, almost noise, drone, atmospheric sort of experimentations. That demo was something else, but this full-length album is just a continuation of that sort of crazy sound, and it feels very, very crazy to listen to. This is one of those albums that you really need to be in the right mind frame to listen to. This isn't something that you could just play casually. This is something completely crazy. It's noisy, it's atmospheric, it's dense. Yeah, this is just an absolutely crazy, crazy release. Burning Fields of Moss, Old Growth Laid Low, the title track, Final Dream. Just to give you an example of some of the crazy stuff that you'll hear throughout this entire record. It is a beautiful, beautiful release. If you're into drone, if you're into noise, if you're into harsh noise stuff, I would highly recommend checking this one out. Anyway, here's the front cover. A lot of colorful stuff going on here. Very, very busy album cover. Back cover with the band logo, band name and everything. Printed inner sleeve with track listing, some words there, and credits and information. And I don't remember the limitation for this one, but this copy that I got came on a clear vinyl with a nice green blob in the middle. Really, really beautiful. Sounds good. Yeah, this is a fantastic, fantastic release, and I mean, y'all know how I feel about Full of Hell. I'll support anything that these guys do, and this album is no different. So yeah, if you're into noise, drone, or experimentation, go check out Sore Dream with Gears Clogged with Blood and Honey. Go check this one out. And the last record I'm going to show you is a 2021 release, and it's definitely one of the very, very best of the year as far as black metal and as far as just being all-around badass. This is Pan-American Native Front with Little Turtles War. Yeah. This is a 2021 self-released album, and if you're not familiar with Pan-American Native Front, I believe it is a one-person project based out of Chicago. Curator of War is the main person behind this project. And of course, I had the honor and privilege of getting to see this band play live at Red River Family Fest. And this is a very, very good black metal band. Indigenous, Native American history, channeled into some very, very amazing sounding black metal. There is a lot of heart and detail put into this project. Of course, we got a great glimpse of that with Tecumseh's War. And now we have the second full length with Little Turtles War, and it is absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. I mean, Power of the Calumet Dance, Battle of the Wabash, the Great White Beaver lyrics. This is just a very, very beautiful piece of black metal here. I love the musicianship. I love the energy. I love the vocals. I love the lyrics. There is just so much great stuff going on with this album. If you're a fan of Pan-American Native Front, I would highly recommend giving this album a listen. This is absolutely beautiful. And of course, the vinyl presentation is beautiful as well. So anyway, here's the front cover. Love this artwork. Very, very beautiful. Nice thick spine going on here. Back cover with track listing and information. Comes with a gatefold, beautiful, beautiful gatefold of photography and more words and storytelling going on here. Comes with a fold-out poster / lyric sheet. Here's one side of the poster. Here's the other side of the poster with lyrics and credits. There you see the curator of war himself. And of course, this album sold out extremely fast. And I believe all the vinyl copies came on this super beautiful blue, white, marbled vinyl sort of color. Yeah, side flintlock, side tomahawk. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful vinyl. I mean, you're getting if you bought this, you absolutely got your money's worth with this one. This is just absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. But the music itself is very beautiful too. Can't recommend this one enough. This is definitely one of the best black metal records of 2021 with Little Turtles War by Pan-American Native Front. So yeah, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to some of the bands I talked to you about here in this video. If you happen to have heard or own any of these releases, definitely let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my buddy Francisco, his channel. He's got some great interviews coming up down the pipeline, so definitely go support him and all his great projects. Hail Positive Polito. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army out.